So we're in December right now, and things are starting to get interesting. And you can tell like December is gonna end off crazy. So we're gonna get right into it. What's going on to everybody? We back with another blog. I appreciate everybody. Major salute to the supporters. It is your boy Lavish, and we here again. You know what I mean? Another blog, baby. So y'all already know what it is. You know what I mean? So if you are new to the channel and you like what you see, feel free right here to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more content. So let's just jump right into the video. So, as I said, December so far has been very interesting. We're freshly into December, and some crazy things happen. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is this whole indictment that happened in Queens yesterday. Crip gang, Trey, members got indicted in Queens again. I think one or two of them was a drill rapper, and they got picked up. Typical indictments that we've been seeing actually. Shootings, assaults, conspiracy and things like that. So those are like the charges that they have. So, Trey moving gang out of Queens, they got picked up. They in jail right now, looking at a lot of time. I mean, let's just be completely honest here. This is not a shock. You know what I mean? Definitely I don't feel sorry for these guys. And I mean, what do you expect? You can't go around doing stupid shit, trying to play the streets and think that there's no consequences. I've been saying that. A lot of people feel the same way. And especially when there's innocent people involved, when you're trying to put in that work, there's consequences. People out here pretty much is tired. You know what I mean? I come from the streets, I did stupid shit as well. But at the end of the day, bro, I learned from it. And I realized like, this ain't what it is, and I don't want to spend the rest of my life, doing this street nonsense. So I put that behind me. Now, don't get it twisted. You try me, I'm definitely gonna get at you. But end of the day, I'm grown. I'm chilling. I got a family, bro. I'm living, and I want to continue to live on, and do what I gotta do. So I put that behind me because I realized that that life ain't what it is. It's nothing to be glorified. Yeah, I came up in the grittiest streets of the Bronx. I did my dirt, whatever. And, I've learned a lot of things. Yeah, of course, the boogie down Bronx will always be my home. But then at the end of the day, we all got to grow up sometimes. And it's sad because it's mainly the youth who's getting involved in the streets, in street politics, and they have no sense of direction, and especially these drill rappers. Y'all put yourselves in the situations like I stated before, and you're constantly snitching on yourself. You're telling the whole wild world on live what you did to your ops, pretty much admitting to your crimes on camera, and you're doing all these shootings, and you're just being reckless and not being smart about it at all. Like I said, you're telling on yourselves. You're putting it on your records what you did. I mean, haven't we not learned from Bobby Smurda? Bobby Smurda, he told y'all that when he was going through his trial, they tried to use the whole shit about his song, trying to attach it to the case. And that goes to show you how far those people go to try to throw you under the jail. You're doing the cops' work for them. All you have to do is sit back, listen to y'all talk, and throw yourselves under the bus. And while y'all doing all this nonsense in the streets, them charges and everything that they have on you in the investigation is going to add up and add up and add up. And guess what? Now you're stuck in an indictment. So I'm not surprised by me seeing this at all. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised seeing this at all. Is this sad? Yeah, but oh well. You knew better, you do better. Like I said, I'm not going to feel sorry. Yeah, I come from the streets, but like I said, I grew up. You know, and a lot of these kids, you know, I know they come from tough backgrounds, but you have that opportunity to do something, you know what I mean? You don't have to be in the streets. You don't have to. You know, if somebody tell you that, yeah, you have to be in the streets and this is all there is to life, they're lying to you. You need to stay away from people like that. And that's what's going on. There's a lot of these bozos out in the streets that's dragging these kids into adult shit and getting them caught up in all types of craziness. And just like, instead of, you know, teaching them the right way, they go ahead and, you know, doing all types of craziness. Like I said, you know, and then a lot of them don't have a father figure, so they turn to the streets. You know. So, like I said, this ain't the first and this isn't the last indictment. We're about to be in the year 2025 real soon, very quickly. So I'm pretty sure 2025 is going to be more indictments and just more madness. And that's really all I can say, bro. You know, y'all just don't learn. That's all I can say about that. So y'all tell me in the comment section how you feel about that one. Second and last topic, and then we're going to get up out of here. This whole United Healthcare CEO, this whole situation. So the CEO of, you know, was the CEO of United Healthcare. He was unalived. So the story is he was in New York City on business. You know, he had an event coming up. You know, him and a lot of CEO had like this whole investment meeting that they have. So like all the CEOs from different companies was coming and meeting and, you know, different investors. So he was in the city for business. So he was staying at this hotel. So he's staying at the hotel, and they released a video of the shooting. So he's coming out, he's walking and going wherever he was going, and then the shooter, you see on video, he has the gun and has a silencer on it, and then that's when he loses his life. But there's a lot of things I want to point out, and I had a theory on this, and lo, I'm not trying to be a detective and act like I know everything. This is not that type of video. This is just me talking about it and, you know, telling you my theories and just how I'm looking at this whole situation. So, you know, it's funny how the news say that this was a professional hit, right? This was absolutely not a professional hit, because if this was actually a real hit, like on some hitman, like on a hitman level, the hitman will make sure that all his stuff is in order and that the weapon was straight, so that it wouldn't jam. Get the job done and keep it moving. When I look at this video, when you see the video, he shoots and then the gun jams and then he's shooting again and then he's trying to fix it. So this wasn't no hitman thing. And this definitely wasn't a professional hit. So I don't understand why the news even said that. But anyway, but that's what it was. And then he took off on a bike, and then there's a big manhunt for him. When this story originally broke, this is what I had to say about as far as like my theories. I thought, you know, a high profile case like this, why would he lose his life? It's for these reasons. These are the possibilities. Number one, could be maybe he had some gambling debts, you know, and he owed some people some money for these gambling debts, and he was unalived. That's a possibility. Also, you know, maybe he had a scorned lover, and, you know, this scorned lover took matters into their own hands and did what they did. You know, or another theory I had was it could have been somebody in the company that was jealous of his position and wanted to take him out. And the other one, the last one, which makes the most sense, now that, you know, we have more coming out about this, was that somebody was mad that either their loved ones or themselves didn't get the coverage that they needed from United and took him out. And then now, looking at what I'm seeing now with more that they release, that last theory makes the more sense. Because they're saying that on the shell casings, it said defend. It said something like defend, dispose, and deny. And it was referenced from a book as far as like, you know, these CEOs, right? Now, I'm going to be honest. I had United Healthcare before, and it sucks. It's not the best. A lot of people had United Healthcare, and they tell you like that United is terrible, you know. High premiums, you know, you're paying max out of pocket, whatever. Like, the coverage is not that great. Like, it's bad. So a lot of people was mad at, a lot of people, it's not just United, it's a lot of these healthcare companies. A lot of these companies, man, like a lot of people's upset with them. You know, and people do have the right to be upset. You know, and I'm not condoning what the shooter did, not at all. You know, people have a right to be upset because, you know, a lot of people can't get health care. You know, and then they pay him so much money out of pocket. You know, and another thing too, man, a lot of these CEOs, a lot of them is greedy. A lot of them is greedy. You know, and also, you don't know what these CEOs do behind closed doors, you know. And, you know, that's really all I have to say about that. You know, I don't know what this CEO personally, I don't know him from a hole in the wall. You know, like, who knows what he was into behind closed doors? I don't know. You know, what I do know is I know a lot of these CEOs can be greedy. I know that, you know, these companies really don't have the best interest of the people, whatever. So it will make sense why a lot of people would be mad. You know? So, I mean, there's not really much you can say. You know, regardless if you're mad or not, I don't condone what this person did. You know, yeah, you can be mad and, you know, you can take matters in your own hands, but what does that get you? Now you got a manhunt on you, and now you're going to be in jail for the rest of your life. And really, what did you win out of that whole situation? You didn't win nothing. So you did all of that for nothing. You may think it feels good. All right, I took out somewhat a big fish. But now what? You didn't win nothing. Doesn't make any sense. And that's all I got, man. So there you have it. You know, we covered 2 topics in one video. So as we always do, drop your comments down below in this video. Let me know what you honestly think about this. Again, salute to everybody. You know, y'all been showing a lot of love to my channel. I'm next up, and the channel's going to continue to grow. So we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and then next, we're going to be on the road to 1 million subscribers. So thank y'all again. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Salute. Peace.